Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Here we are today, episode 62. Now, last episode we had gotten the nuclear craft reactor going and started to get TBU processed. And in the doing of such, we learned that this thing puts out quite a lot of power actually, and it kind of burns through the pucks pretty quick too. And beyond that, I did kind of fuss around with some more machines, moving recipes around. I moved more of the wire recipes over to the factory here, so we got the 2x ones now. And pretty sure I did the same thing with the lathe. If I can get down there. I got the screws and saws and such here. So, you know, little by little, moving more and more things. I do want to get the circuit assembler at some point, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's some kind of extra step for that. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, maybe I've just been imagining it. Although, while I am internally thinking about this, I mentioned earlier about the cleaning room hatch. I'm also wondering, though, is the sterile clean room going to interfere with that? You'll need to set up. Note that cannot handle regular. Okay, we might still need the sterile clean room, but I don't know just yet. I will have to check on that when we get there. Okay, so we want to get the Naquadah going, and we still need to send off the T5 microminer. But to do that, we're going to need to process our depleted thorium. So first, let me go and drop this into the miner. Not the miner, the reactor. So that will start generating us more depleted thorium. Okay. Let's see. Technically, I have a import bus there. I would need to get another reactor port. Oh, that was quick. Let's just pop you in there. There we go. And we'll get an export bus. And pretty much we're just going to want to burn through our thorium so that we can get the uranium 233, I believe, to then work on making the plutonium that we're going to want to have. Now, I did say we're probably going to want to have a second reactor, and we might end up doing that still, but we'll see how much in demand things will be. Okay, so that should start sending. Yes, question mark. Yeah, the interactions with the port and the export buses are kind of weird and slow. Anyway, okay. So we're kind of, okay, we're storing power right now, so it's nice it has a buffer. Okay, so now with the thorium, the depleted thorium, we are going to want to send this through a centrifuge of the IV variety. Yeah, I'll make one. I was gonna say you probably already have an IV centrifuge somewhere, but that's gonna be dedicated to... Oh, maybe not. Okay, no problem. So the other thing that we're gonna need also is uranium. But thankfully, we're getting the uranium dust en masse thanks to processing of the uranium hexafluoride that we started a while ago. And all we need to do really is smelt it into an ingot via smelting, which is great. And from there, we make our 235 or 233 fuel. Now, I don't know Okay, that leads to 233, obviously. Yeah. The depleted puck is not showing up in GTCEuM, so it's kind of difficult to ascertain what the, unless depleted LEU. Okay, so you have to look it up. So 235 gives us Neptunium, uranium nuggets, plutonium nuggets, and 241 nuggets. 233 is pretty much plutonium alone. I think we'll go this route, a 235, which means we're going to need 1235 ingot to 8 uranium, and that, of course, 235 dust. Wait, did I request a normal centrifuge? Oh, good lord, I need a thermal centrifuge. Which, hold on. I should just be able to do... Come over here to our thermal centrifuge multi-block and send in the material there. Right? No? Question mark? Wait, hold on. What was I looking at before then? 2, 3, 5. Oh, this is not the depleted version. Okay. Okay. In that case, we got the centrifuge now, so that's great. Let's move that out of there so it doesn't get confused again. And take that out. Okay. So, we're gonna pop upstairs. Gonna come over here. Now, is there a... I don't know if we can do a tag for this, but for the time being, I'm just gonna keep it simple and basic. Okay. We're gonna want to get a... Yeah, we'll get a filter. And come over here, import, boom. There we go. Okay. Oh, 20 seconds. Okay, so that's not terrible, but that will take some time. Now, I already did get the uranium ingot pattern going, I believe. So no need to worry about that too much. Okay. Now, I probably will need to pause just to be able to get enough material. Let's see. So the 233, depleted 233. Oops, not that H. Wait. No, I want the 235. That's right. I keep forgetting. 235. So 235. There's the dust. Okay, so we take the dust, we smelt that, we get our ingot. Okay. So let's get to crafting up here. Smelter. Bada boom. And 235. This will probably burn pretty quick as well. That's the idea. But let's just see what happens. I take that out. Put you in there. Okay, so... Oh, did that? Okay, that really burns quickly, doesn't it? I think so. Okay, there we go. Now it's... Wait. What is going on with this thing? Oops. Okay, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 5 depleted. Oh wow, that generates a lot of power, doesn't it? 500,000? Sheesh. Okay, so... You know, I think our import bus is getting confused. Depleted thorium. Two, 3, 5, depleted 3, 2, 5. Okay, so that should behave. And then we want to do you in there. There we go. I guess that's why it would explain why it was like glitching the hell out earlier. Okay. Yep. Okay. So with the 2, 3, 5, we have the depleted. I'll probably add the uranium or the TBU pucks to the auto crafting, auto stocking system rather. Okay, so let's take that out for a second. And we probably need to tweak the config here. There we go. Okay, so that depleted is going to give us uranium, plutonium nuggets, and 241 nuggets, which I don't know if we need it specifically for anything, but we still do get the regular plutonium nuggets, and that will be melted down and then solidified, and we're going to need 32 of that. We might need to get another reactor or two, then have one smaller one. Well, I don't think the reactors necessarily work faster or slower if they're bigger or smaller. I think it's more just a matter of power. So we could just do what I normally do and make a couple of smaller reactors. And then go from there. Because we're going to need a steady supply of plutonium in order for us to send these off on the regular. So I'll put that back in there and let that cook up when it has the chance to. So the plutonium. It's our first plutonium ingot. I don't know, could put that for a picture. Now, we are going to want to set this up in the system to be extractable. Also, are going to need a fluid cell for this. There we go. Come over here, boop, and boop. I think. Yeah, should be fine. And then fluids, boop. Okay, so for the stabilized plutonium, that's going to need 1 ingot per 2 So we're going to need at least 16 ingots to send off a single mission for the Naquadah. Okay. Plutonium. Should be... there we go. Ball. So then if I ask for one of you, hopefully it's thinking here, and there we go. Stabilize plutonium. All right. So if I ask for 30 more, we're gonna need another 13 ingots, which get that pattern going. Okay, so then if I ask for 32, yeah. So, how about this? I'm probably gonna get another reactor going, and we'll go from there. So, let me do this. I think I'm gonna pause here and get to figuring things out, and then I will be back, and we'll go from there. All right, back in a few. All right, everybody, we are back. So I got the plutonium here. I had ended up making another reactor, which I can never remember what room direction it is in. Here we go. So now we got a second smaller reactor, right? And it is handling the 235, as you can kind of barely see there. It also seems to spit out about like 3 times as much power, which is nice. And then this is handling our TBU. So I have the TBU and the 235 on continual auto stock, and the depleted ones get sent to their individual centrifuge. So now, with the plutonium in mind, we're going to want to send off our miner for the Naquadah resources. Naquadah resources. Okay, hopefully that will reduces one Naquadah resource. Okay, hopefully this works. Should. So with the T5, we're going to want to send this in the medium one, I think. Yeah, the medium one. Okay. So did I call it that? No. Okay, I need to go down there and fix this. So this would be the one that it's at. Okay. Medium, micro. Okay. So that should go in there. And just to make sure, plutonium, 3 objects. Okay. So in that case, what do I have these for down here? Why do did I remove these from something? I'm not sure why I have those. I'll put them back. Right. So NAQ. Okay, so that's to make some infused gems, and then that should be sent off. Nope, still gotta make some. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's gonna be a minute. As you can see, we're gonna get our Caymanite, we're gonna get our Snowchestite, and the Caymanite we're gonna be processing for trinium, and the Snowchestite is how we're gonna get our Naquadah. So, that being said, I'm gonna have to toss those ores into the thermal centrifuge ore processing. So let's get those back in there. Okay, so Caymanite. So that will go through the thermal centrifuge, and then we'll get the trinium sulfide, and we'll get trinium. Trinium sulfide. Let's see, there's zinc. Yeah, okay, so there's a side recipe, but the trinium can be put into the blast furnace, but we're going to need the Naquadah coil first. That's not going to be a problem. We kind of need to get it anyway. Okay, so there's a Caymanite, and there's our Snowchestite. So if I wanted to ask for another one of these... What? Does it really not have hoppers? I mean, this wouldn't be a big surprise, considering I did mention that there would be missing materials, missing patterns at one point. But the Uraninite, that's gonna be a problem. I gotta figure out how to handle that. In any case, let's just go over here and we'll drop off these resources. And those will get to work. Now, I think at this point, I have 2, or I think it's 3 now. Yep, 3 extreme engines at a possible 3, 2, 7, 6, 8 times 3, 98,304 EU per tick. And our gasoline still looks good. Our oil still looks good because of that driller. So I think we'll be fine. That being said, are we getting any Naquadah yet? Although I think, yeah, okay, it's handling the trinium right now, or the Caymanite, and then we will get the Naquadah hydroxide. And then the Snowchestite. I don't think the Snowchestite has any real use. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, it does give us this... Wait, no. We are probably going to be... This is what we're going to be needing, I'm guessing. So if we... Yeah. So then we're going to need Erothium, and that turns into the Oxide Arrow. And then... we turn it into Naquadah Oxide. We get the Neocryolite. And then we get Naquadah. Oh boy, I remember this. And then we need the ruthenium rod, which is non-consumable, which is great. Oh boy. And then we get Neocryolite. That... it's not so much a loop. Wait a minute. Neocryolite. Okay, so we're gonna need a reactor, and we're gonna need the Naquadah hydroxide and cesium hydroxide and hydrofluoric. Oh boy, that's gonna be another big thing that we're gonna have to take care of. Maybe we can look into starting this process, but first, let's look at... Okay, so we're getting the Snowchestite now. Oh, wait, we do have some Naquadah hydroxide right here. Right, and we can electrolyze that to get the dust. But we also want to process the Snowchestite. And we're going to need tectonic petroleum, and then... yeah, that whole process all over again. So then once we get to this part, we need the neocryolite. Oh yeah. Ugh, cesium hydroxide. That doesn't look too bad now. CaEuM. Now it's a question. How do we get more cesium? Pollucite, of course. And pollucite we're actually also getting with our microminer. And clearly it's also mined in the world somewhere, because we had some of the raw ore, if you will. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in here. And I'm just thinking here, with the cesium hydroxide, this is probably going to be one of those things that we're going to want to have on demand. I mean, yeah, whenever. So I will set up a chemical reactor to just infinitely make this. And hey, we get hydrogen gas as a byproduct, which is great because before I recorded today, I was having some supply issues. And in trying to fix it, I think I realized that one of our cells holding the hydrogen was full, so it wouldn't store anymore. So thus it was voiding all of the hydrogen that we weren't storing. I added a new cell in, and we were good to go. Okay, so reactor. We're gonna want to get that going. And let's see, cesium hydroxide. Then we're going to need the Naquadah hydroxide. And 1 signalum dust. Beyond that, Naquadah ingots. It can be and is the eventual source of neutronium, right? So the Naquadah coils. You cannot skip a coil material anymore. Okay. So for this, we're going to need osmium. We're going to need tungsten steel and Naquadah wire. Doesn't look too terrible. How much osmium are we looking at right now? Okay, we got some. Wasn't there an osmiridium ore? Okay, yes. We should probably also set up a system for this. That is the, yeah, okay. I thought for a minute we had done this, but I guess not. Do we have uranium? No. Okay, let's see. I'm kind of taking a little detour here. Liquid uranium. Wait, Scusi? Oh. And fluids. Just because I don't trust myself to have made a drive, I'm gonna make another one. Right. Then I'm gonna put that in there. Uranium, liquid uranium. Okie dokie. So now, uranium should be right here. Okay, for a second there I was like, wait a minute, I thought we didn't have uranium. Okay, that is working. Possibly might take a while. Is it going to solidify is the question. There we go. Okay. Right. So with the uranium, we're going to want to pattern that. So for this, so we only get the 80-20 ore. So let's just do, we'll call it this. T5 uranium mission. Okay. I don't think that would be a problem, but let's just see. Oh yeah, so we still don't have the quartz and the Uraninite. Which is ironic because we get Uraninite from that mission. Another quartz, you say? Isn't there another way to get another quartz? Another quartz? Another Certus quartz. Dense nether quartz. There. Oh, wait, here we go. Wither Realm data. That's doable. Block of nether star? Holy shit. This is honestly worth on its own. Witherbone, you say? I think we already have this. T. Oh. 4.5. Yeah. Bone. No. Wither bone? Excuse me? Wait, did I never send it? Oh, this is the other mob drop. Okay. Okay. Let's see. That's what we want. So these 4.5. Okay. And let's see. So I know I can't send this. All right. Okay, so we're just gonna need to get some Uraninite. Maybe I can process this up, but knowing my system, it's probably going to chug it. The uranium, our dust is a little low, so it's gonna try and fill that up before it does anything else. So, yeah, this might take some time. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take another pause, and either we'll wrap up when I come back, or we'll do just a little bit more before wrapping up. We'll have to see, because Looks like I'm going to need some resources before anything else. But we are that much closer to getting Naquadah going. Alright, we'll be back in a few. Hey everybody. Okay, so probably gonna wrap things up a little bit here. Off camera, well, it's been a while since I last recorded. I think just the other day, really. So I did get another reactor. Where is it? Another. Oh, I already showed that off actually. So I did get some more Uraninite. Pretty much put mining for it. I had to turn off the auto stock of the TBU and the 235 because it was eating through all of our Uraninite dust. But that being said, we do got a great deal of platinum or plutonium now. Whether we need more or not, we'll have to come and see. But I did send off some missions. I got the Wither Realm data, which we need the Wither Bone, which comes from the Nether Drop mission. So we're getting these, which is nice. Oh yeah, look at that. We can macerate those too. So I might make a sink. Oh, wait a minute. Aren't we making these either way? Yeah. Okay, so never mind. We don't need to do anything with those. So yeah. And then we get the Nether Star blocks, which is pretty cool. Those are 9 apiece. And so with the Wither Realm data, ooh, wait a minute. What is it? Oh, that's the bigger microminer. And this is the medium? Yeah. So we get the Einsteinium this way. We get Sheldonite, rock salt. Oh, yeah, we know about that. Dense nether quartz ore. That might be good to send off 1 or 2 of these to get that. We're probably going to need ancient debris for later. I wonder. So there's netherite ingots here. Netherite furnace, wow. I don't know if we are going to need it yet or not. At a quick glance here, it doesn't seem like it's really needed elsewhere, other than for spacesuits. Nether furnace, lodestone. Yeah. I don't know, we'll see. But I could have sworn there was something involving netherite in the in-game recipe. Okay. So let me just look at the quest book here. I think, like we covered before I paused, there isn't going to be a whole lot we can do right now, because the Naquadah is going to be a whole journey in obtaining. So, well, we do have a byproduct of the Naquadah. Or wait. Okay, so we can get some Naquadah now, but something tells me it won't be enough. Because... let's see... or no, Naquadah coil. So if we do it like this, we're going to want 16 of those. Naquadah wire. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Okay, so we're going to need 2 full stacks of Naquadah. And if we take the hydroxide here, we're going to need some 1,000 hydroxide dust. So yeah, that might not be possible right now. Or I just have to get more Naquadah resources sent off. And hopper. Okay, I thought I had taken care of this. Or, I mean, rather, I knew that this was an issue before. Factory, this should do. Okay, so we'll get a Naquadah mission sent off here. Yeah. So, as covered, we are going to have to get into the hot Naquadah solutions. So it starts off with the neocryolite, and that starts off with cesium hydroxide and the Naquadah hydroxide that we're kind of getting back already. I don't know. I think we pretty much have to get Snowchestite. So yeah, we can do this as well. And we'll get the petro. But the petro... Error solution. Naquadah. Oh. So the oxide is its own thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna get lost in this if I keep staring at it. So yeah, I think this will be a good pause for now. Okay, I don't have the Naquadah hydroxide. I don't have the Naquadah dust, but I can use the Naquadah hydroxide. So that will be that. I don't know, it's in my inventory, isn't it? There you are. Okay. So I hope you did enjoy this episode. Next episode, we'll start working on that whole line of Naquadah processing, and hopefully we'll be able to push further into other cool things. Beyond that, there's the crystal growing, new circuits, Enderium, and a lot of other things to get into. It's going to be a hell of a trip. Anyway, that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.